Yo, what is going on, guys? It's Moldgold here, bringing you my first question and answer video. So I'm hoping it's not too bad. I hope this video is worth watching. Maybe you guys will watch it, maybe past the halfway mark, which would be fantastic. But anyways, this is a question and answer, so I'm just going to get straight to it. I'm just going to get right to the questions. So let's get this started. Here we go. Who's ready? I know I'm ready. I hope you guys are ready as well. The first question comes from Canadian Hockey Fan 11, and he put, "Who is your favorite YouTubers to watch? Top 5." I actually don't have a top 5. I'll just list some people that I watch. I watch 2BC Production, which is the NHL commentator, and I'm sure you guys have all heard of him. I like watching Nasher61. I like watching IHOP Borders 2. I like watching Canadian Hockey Fan, which is the guy that posted the comment that said, "Who's your favorite YouTubers to watch?" I like watching HB360 Gaming. I truly like watching any channel that has NHL content, even if the quality is awful. I just love watching the NHL 12 videos. So pretty much any channel with NHL 12 on it. The next question comes from Skinner1232. His question is, what is your favorite NHL team? NHL, I don't know. I like the Buffalo Sabres because that's my home team, so I have to support my home team. But, if I had to, if I couldn't pick my home team, I'd probably have to say Detroit Red Wings. The Red Wings, they have great players. They have Zetterberg, Datsuk, Lindstrom, all those great guys. So, yeah, definitely Detroit would be my favorite, if not Buffalo. Next question comes from IHOP Borders 2, and he asked, what is the one thing you want to do before you die? Great question. The one thing that Moldgold wants to do before he dies is most likely, what I want to do is go skydiving and bungee jumping. I think those look so fun to do, and it's just something I have to do before I die. Again, guys, I really wish I can go into more detail on these questions, but, I have so much to talk about. I have so many questions to go through. I have to talk fast and all that. So, next question comes from Metal Eater 22. His question was, what team do you want to win the Stanley Cup? I want Detroit to win the Stanley Cup. Before the playoffs started, I did want the Buffalo Sabres. However, they did shitty and they did not make it. So, I do want the Detroit Red Wings. And he put, what's your favorite console? My favorite gaming console would have to be Nintendo 64. I just had so much playing that console back in the day. I remember me, my brother's friends, my sister, her friends, we'd all be just sitting on the floor and just playing Mario Party. Oh man, Mario Party was a great game. I had so much fun playing that. Also, there was Super Mario 64. There's so many fantastic games for the N64, so that would have to be my favorite console. Next question comes from XX Flipped Twist XX, and he asked, if you lived in England, what part would you want to live in? If I could live anywhere in England, definitely London, mainly because that's really the only city I know in England. I heard of Liverpool, if that's the right name, but no, I would definitely want to live in England. Okay, next question is coming from Clovel X8, and he asked, Crosby or Ovechkin? And that is a great question, and I know I'm gonna get so much hate for the answer, but yeah, I'm gonna have to go with Crosby. And I know all you guys are gonna say, yo, Moldgold, Crosby's a bitch, and that is very true. I completely agree with you. However, Ovechkin, I don't know, I just think Ovechkin's a little bit more overrated. Like, Ovechkin, he's a great player, don't get me wrong. I'd love for him to come to Buffalo and play for the Sabres. However, it just seems like he's the kind of guy, if it is a 2-on-1, he's not going to he's not even going to attempt to go for the pass. He's just going to take the shot. I think the players that look for the pass first are the better players, the better team player, and I think Crosby would most likely look for the pass first. But maybe I'm wrong, I don't know, but I like Crosby. I'm sorry, guys. I know I'll get a lot of hate. The next question, here's a good one. This one comes from JJGX723. He asked, well, actually he didn't ask, but he said, okay, Moldgold, I bought NHL 12 a couple of weeks ago. My online burst record was 13-24. I made a new account and improved to 13-3-1. I tried dropping games. I have only one goal. I normally play left or right wing, but my team is 99% of the time complete shit, so it's hard for me to rank up. I'm amateur at the moment. Any advice? Here's my advice, man. If your team's crap and you're trying to rank up, the best thing to do is not play with them. Even if they're your friends in real life, just try to stick away and go into online team play lobbies, because you never know, your teammates might be actually really good on online team play. And my friend was actually having the same problem where he's trying to rank up. He was like one step below legend, and he just needed to get his team play up and all that stuff. And what he did was he switched his pro to a power forward, and what that allowed him to do is, well, what he did was he just went for hits and tried getting assists. So yeah, if you're trying to you know, rank up, I would definitely switch your guy to a power forward, try to get hits and try to not get penalties. Follow that little arrow for your positioning score and just try getting an assist. Don't worry about goals. If you get 2 assists, then you're set. Just focus on assists and hits. And that is a great question. I know many are having problems with that. Next question, and this is probably going to be the last question of the video, because this is already going a little longer than I wanted. So if I forget a question, guys, I'm very sorry. I'll probably make a separate video for the questions that I left out. And then his question was, hey man, how is your school stuff going? And that is from HD3 Productions. And surprisingly, it's going good. I know from these videos I probably sound like that kid in the back of the classroom that's always falling asleep or always drawing on his desks and all that stupid crap. But no, I'm actually pretty smart. I get 90s and all that stuff. I get pretty high grades. I actually enjoy school. I just hate waking up. In fact, the only class that I do not like is probably English, and that's just because we're learning about like Shakespeare and all that boring shit that no one really likes. But yeah, school is going great. I plan on going to college. And yeah, guys, so this video is coming to an end. I'm sorry if I forgot your questions once again. I just want to say thanks for watching. Subscribe if you're new to my channel, and peace.